Okay.
Once again, this is Indie Wrestling Q&A with my special guest, Andrew Backlund. How long have you been in the wrestling business?
I've been wrestling for 7 years.
Who are you trained by?
I've actually been trained by a bunch of different wrestlers throughout the years. I feel that to be the best, you have to make sure to broaden your horizons and get a little bit from everybody.
So who were some of your influences growing up?
Probably my greatest influence, favorite wrestler of all time would be Bret the Hitman Hart. Just always loved his style. That's all I can say.
Who's been some of your most physical talents you have wrestled with?
Well, I don't know if you can catch it on camera, but probably the guy I just wrestled a little bit ago, his name's Adrian Bliss. Wrestled him a few times and beat him a couple times. He beat me a couple times, but it's always a fight. That's for damn sure.
Have you ever been physically injured due to pro wrestling?
Thankfully, knock on wood, I have not had any serious injuries. Of course, now that you've asked me that, now I'll probably have a broken leg or something tomorrow.
So is there any wrestling stars on TV today that kind of relate to your wrestling style?
I definitely try and pride myself on being more of a technical wrestler, so I have to appreciate Daniel Bryan or Bryan Danielson and his work. Other than that, though, I can't really watch WWE or TNA too much.
They don't have that many technical wrestlers.
Other than pro wrestling, what are some of your big hobbies?
Unfortunately, I work and I wrestle. That's about it. Train as much as I can.
And how do you think of the name of Andrew Backlund?
Andrew is my name, and as I was training, there was a reference made to how I looked like Bob Backlund at the time, so the name just kind of fit, kind of stuck.
So do you like playing the heel or the face?
I like playing myself, but whether the crowd likes me or the crowd hates me, it's definitely more fun when they hate you, because then you don't have to worry about what they think about it or what they think of you.
So being a pro wrestler, what are some of your biggest accomplishments?
I've traveled a lot. I've gotten to travel up and down the East Coast, all the way from Boston, Massachusetts, down to South Carolina, and everywhere in between. I've got to wrestle with some great, legendary names on various shows, past superstars, Hall of Famers, and I got to wrestle in front of some packed crowds, 2,000 plus. It was an accomplishment for me.
So who would be your dream opponent?
My dream opponent? Honestly, I don't know if I can answer that question. I treat every opponent as though they could be my worst opponent, so I don't look forward to any of them.
So if they made a movie about Andrew Backlund, who would play and what would the title be?
Well, I don't know who would play me. Hopefully somebody very handsome and dashing.
Maybe Ryan Reynolds or Chris Evans or Ryan Gosling. Chris Hemsworth.
Maybe Ryan Gosling.
Sure, we'll go with Ryan Gosling.
And what would the title be?
Title? I got me stumped there. I'm sorry, I got nothing.
So what other federations do you wrestle in?
Currently, I wrestle with Valor Pro Wrestling. I wrestle with Lancaster Championship Wrestling. In the past, I've wrestled with numerous federations, Boulevard Wrestling Alliance, Susquehanna Wrestling Organization, Juggalo Championship Wrestling, East Coast Lucha Libre.
So if you had any advice for somebody pursuing a wrestling career, what would it be?
My advice would be train hard. I always tell wrestlers when they're trying to get into the business, the business is what you make it. If you put your 100% into it, you'll get 100% back. If you treat it like a hobby and you only want to do it once a month on weekends, you're not going to get very far. But if you train hard, train as much as you can, and like I said before, train with as many people as you can, try and learn as much as you can, you'll go far.
So this concludes the interview with Andrew Backlund. Where can we find more information about Andrew Backlund?
Unfortunately, right now, just pretty much just on Facebook.
Alright, so this is Andrew Backlund. I'm Jason Heavily. This concludes Indie Wrestling Q&A. Stay tuned for more videos.